It's not uncommon for those walking away from narcissistic relationships, be it parents, friends, or partners, to develop symptoms of CPTSD. When it comes to being around narcissistic people, the things you go through is very complex. The gaslighting, the projection, the silent treatment, their mind games is a very confusing and very stressful place to be. The highs and the lows of the relationship, as they take you from love bombing you, idolizing you, future faking with you, to intimidating you, isolating you, and devaluing you. It's extremely stressful, and it takes a lot out of your mental health and your physical health. Complex post-traumatic stress disorder is a condition where you experience symptoms of PTSD, which are nightmares, vivid flashbacks, intrusive thoughts, pain, nausea, sweating, intense distress, panic attacks, easily distressed or upset, hypervigilance, irritability, sleep problems, self-destructive behaviour, hard to concentrate, difficulty concentrating. Other symptoms of anxiety, feeling like you have to stay busy, feeling numb, unable to express your emotions, feeling like nowhere is safe, feeling like you cannot trust anyone, overwhelming feelings of anger, guilt, shame, sadness, resentment. Then with the complex, you might also feel extreme difficulty in controlling your emotions, making you a lot easier for the narcissist to provoke those reactions out of you so that you blame yourself all the more for their behaviour. Extreme fear and distrust in the world around you. And when a narcissist claims that you have trust issues and you're feeling a distrust within the world, you blame yourself and not their behaviour. Feelings of emptiness and hopelessness, and when you're around someone who makes you feel so alone, you're going to feel lonely. When you're around somebody who turns your feelings into an argument, you're going to feel hopeless. Feeling like no one understands you. Again, when you are around somebody who is invalidating who you are and your life experiences, gaslighting your reality, you're going to feel like people don't understand you. Blaming yourself for everything that goes wrong within your life and within other people's lives. Narcissistic people will always pass the blame to remove any feelings of shame within themselves and to escape responsibility for their own behaviour. Avoiding people and avoiding friendships. Often if a narcissist hasn't isolated you, a narcissist has caused through triangulation, divide and conquer, that much mistrust in you, in others, that you end up isolating yourselves. You might experience emotional flashbacks even without realising you're having emotional flashbacks. If an event or an action or a feeling, from a phone ringing to someone saying a particular word, it might trigger that pain, that sadness, that guilt or that anger from your past. You might react in the present moment to somebody who's not done the thing that person in the past did to you. You might react in the present moment when you're not in danger without realising that you're actually having an emotional flashback. What causes CPTSD? Childhood trauma or childhood abandonment. Ongoing domestic violence. Could be verbal, physical or both. Ongoing domestic violence, mental abuse, the gaslighting, the silent treatment, the projection, sexual assault, being isolated from friends and family, witnessing abuse. You might not be abused yourself, but you might have witnessed abuse, being tortured mentally or physically. You are most likely to suffer from complex PTSD if you experience trauma throughout your childhood. If the trauma lasted over a prolonged period of time, you were harmed physically, mentally, or both by somebody close to you, and you couldn't see a way out of the situation. Self-care for CPTSD: get to know your triggers. Certain places, events, smells, sounds, or people might trigger those emotions within you. If you can write down what happened the lead up to events, when you had an emotional outburst, and write down the past event that's caused this reaction in the present. Confide in someone. It helps to tell someone what's happening, especially those who've been through similar experiences and understand your feelings, can validate what you are going through, can validate your experience as normal. It helps you realise that you're not alone and release those thoughts running around your mind. Especially helpful to discuss with people who have also been through this, because they've had the life experience of this to understand what you are going through. Although people do experience things differently, so just because they might not have the same reactions you have doesn't mean either of your experiences invalid. It just means it's different from each other. Give yourself time. Everyone's trauma is unique to themselves. No matter how similar a story, everyone's recovery is unique. Don't speak about it until you are ready to do so. And be careful who you speak to, because there are people out there that will use your feelings against you. Look after yourself. Exercise. Walking outdoors. Trying to get enough sleep. Taking naps in the day. All you can do that helps you to look after yourself. Changing up your diet. Knowing what you want and taking the steps to get yourself there. Don't try to rush it in one go, because if you then fail, you're going to be annoyed with yourself. So know what you want to change within your lifestyle and then take the steps to do it. And once you've achieved that one change, work on the next change. Talk therapy. It does help to discuss it all to move forward. When you know you've been triggered and see it's happening, try to have something to bring you back into the present moment. A photo, something to hold or rub, a picture to look at. Try to focus on the here and now. Tell yourself, I am safe now. Listen to your change in energy levels. Listen to your change in mood. Listen to your change in emotions. Listen to your state of mind. Stop and focus. Take deep breaths in and out and find something that is calming for you. Listening to sounds of the ocean, meditation, yoga, exercise, sleep, rest, writing, reading. Find something that is relaxing for you, because what is relaxing for one person is an absolute nightmare for another person, and what's an absolute nightmare for one person is an absolute dream of relaxation for another person. One person who likes to do yoga, another person might like to hit the pavement and go for a run. Keep a diary of when you're feeling triggered so that you can learn to recognize those triggers. Take some time out for yourself, especially if you're feeling triggered. Have a bath, curl up on the sofa. Consciously bring positive thoughts into your mind. Listen to motivational information. Think about the things that you have in your life to be grateful for. It's very difficult to feel down when you're thinking of the things that you can be grateful for. When you're feeling down, you find that you slump your shoulders and put your head down, and it changes your state even more. If you can try to keep your shoulders back, your head raised, look around you, think of the things that make you happy, think of the things that make you smile. It's very difficult to go down where your mind is trying to take you and control your mind to where you want to go. Try new activities to fill your human needs in positive ways. Reading, writing, painting, learning an instrument, exercise. for growth and significance. If you join reading groups or team sports, this also fills your need for contribution, and you're contributing towards others. Love and connection, as you're connecting to others. Uncertainty, as it's a new thing that you're trying something new. As is certainty, as it's usually on set days at set times. Creating new routines and breaking past old routines, joining support groups, offering positive opinions and support to others, always with good, kind intentions. This helps fill your need for contribution as well as helping those you are helping. Growth, as you learn and understand new things about what's happened in your past. Grounding techniques. When you feel triggered, talk to yourself about what's truly happening around you. Whatever is happening or whatever you're doing, focus in on it. Explain the steps you're going to take to see you through that moment. Remember, you found the coping strategies to survive the relationship. You will find the coping strategies to survive recovery. You have the wisdom within yourself to see yourself through this. You are enough. If you set your mind to achieving something, your mind will find a way to achieve it for you. I shall add in the description the video on overcoming anger, overcoming guilt when you reach that breaking point, and more on anxiety. Thank you very much for listening. Remember, you are worthy. You are enough. You will get through this. Go out there, start creating the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.